The Fishing News is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency of Rocky Point, New York.
Hey, Fred Golofaro here with this week's video fishing forecast. Blackfish remain a fan favorite again this week, and as good reports continue to pour in from all around the island. While some areas are seeing lots of short fish, 10 to 13 inches, there are also good numbers of big white chins mixed into the catches, although nothing approaching last week's 26.8 pounder that came from the eastern reaches of Long Island Sound. Green crabs remain the preferred bait, but again, there's somewhat of a shortage and could have trouble finding a decent supply of them. The reopening of the EEZ for sea bass, that takes effect today, the 22nd of October. That should get reopening for black sea bass. That should get a lot of folks out there looking for sea bass, especially the party boat crowd. I'd expect some of the boats from Shinnecock, Captree, Freeport, Point Lookout, and Montauk to get on those big sea bass again now that they can get outside the 3-mile limit. There's also limit catches of big porgies and sea bass being made up on the North Fork. They were a lot less affected by that closure, and they've still been doing a good job on the sea bass up there. Striped bass are going to draw their share of attention this weekend. No less than 4 tournaments slated to kick off on Saturday and Sunday. The Peter Dayhill Viking Inn tournament out of Islip is set for Saturday, while both the Bergen Point Fishing Station in Babylon and Captree Bait and Tackle contest play out on Sunday. All three are boat events. Surfcasters with a competitive spirit can target blues and blackfish along with stripers in the South Shore Surf Spectacular that's being hosted by Jones Beach Fishing Station from Friday through Sunday. Details for all 4 events can be found in this week's print or digital issues of the Fisherman. Bass hounds will have plenty of options this weekend with bunker and sand eels in the ocean and good scores being made in the bay and inlets on live baits and clam chum. Now, we received news of some incredible striper action on Monday inside Fire Island Inlet from longtime striper sharpie and charter skipper Captain Al Lorenzetti of Skimmer Outdoors. Al reported that he found acres of stripers busting on the surface from the Moses Bridge all the way to the Sore Thumb. He described the scene as a feeding frenzy like he had never seen in all his years on the water. The fish ranged from 8 to 20 pounds and took pretty much any offering. After 2 hours of frantic action, the blitz subsided. He and his party switched over to live bait, and they put away another bunch of stripers up to 30 pounds. It was a day Al and his party will never forget, for sure. For the surf crowd, the south side beaches from the Hamptons to Jones Beach continue to yield a steady pick of mostly school bass on plugs and tins at night and on morning tides. Up on the North Fork, albies are still active, and big blues with an occasional bass are also in the mix. Montauk remained strangely quiet again this week. Until next week, I'm Fred Golofaro for thefisherman.com.
To receive the latest fishing reports, subscribe to the Fisherman's YouTube page. Click subscribe, then click the settings button and check Send Me Updates. You'll now receive notifications of the latest Fisherman YouTube videos and reports. If you're already a subscriber, make sure you've checked Send Me Updates in the settings so you receive the latest notifications.